Hey guys, what is up? Zane here, and welcome to another video. And in today's video, I want to get into high rounds and stuff, and this is even going to be getting into my next video, which is going to be tomorrow, which is going to be my plans for 2021. Now, this is going to be getting into my round 100s and stuff, so for my round 100s for Bo3, I'm just going to say, I'm going to limit my Bo3 round 100s because I actually kind of want to see something. I want to see if Bo1 round 100s are the equivalent to Bo3 or like Bo2 is compared to like Bo3, or if Bo3 is just really easy. So as of right now, as it stands, I think they're kind of equivalent. I would say like some of the round 100s there's definitely more time. Like when I did my Ascension round 100 I felt like it was the equivalent of Bo3. But that's just my opinion on it. But I want to see with the more round 100s I do in Bo1 if it's the equivalent of Bo3. And the reason that I have, like, the reasons for thinking that Bo1 and Bo3 are kind of one and the same when it comes to round 100s and difficulty, it's just because of the strats. Because if you're playing Bo3, the strats are super fast, which means that the zombies are going to be going at you a lot faster than they would in Bo1, and I'm just curious. I'm seriously just curious to whether or not Bo1 and Bo3 are the equivalent, or Bo1, Bo2 is just a lot harder than Bo3. So I'm going to be grinding a lot more around 100s in Bo1, so expect that here soon. I'm sorry for the teasers I've been making for Bo3 because quite simply it's not going to be happening for a while. And it's just because I want to grind Bo1 round 100s rather than Bo3. And I just want to see which one's actually harder, or if they're the equivalent. Because in my eyes, I would see them as the equivalent because of the pace of the game. Because say if you're using Deadwire or Turned, since you're killing so many zombies in a single like shot, you're going to have more zombies going at you. Therefore, it's going to be making it a lot harder. But I don't really know. Because like since Bo1 and Bo2 they're a lot more bare bones, so it's really hard to know. So I'm just curious, and that's why I'm going to be grinding Bo1 a lot more instead of Bo3. So I'm sorry for the teasers. I will still be getting around 100 on Kino though for Bo3 because I just want to do that, and because I have been planning that for a while. But we will still be doing the other stuff that I will be saying in my next video, which will be coming out tomorrow. And that's just going to be about my plans for 2021 and the things I want to do this year. And the things that I say may be in that video may happen this year, or they may happen the next. But regardless, it's going to be happening this year or the next. So it doesn't really matter that much. But my point here is that if I'm going to be getting round 100s from now on, it's just going to be in Bo1 and Bo2. Because I want to focus on those games a lot more. Because I'm really curious. Because I want to see which game's harder, and I want to see if they're the same, because I feel like they are the same, at least for co-op, because in Bo3, if you're doing like no gums, it's literally the equivalent of Bo1 in my eyes, but who knows, because, you know, I simply just do not. So I will be grinding Bo1 a lot more, and I will be getting more around 100s on that here soon. So I will be fixated on Bo1 and Bo2 for quite a while, and as for Cold War, I'm going to be holding off my 256 game for a while as well, and that is mainly it. And all I'm really saying right now is just expect a lot of Bo1 and Bo2 videos, and it's just because I want to see the equivalent of Bo1, Bo2, or Bo3. I want to see if they're like two peas in a pod. I mean, if you're doing a really slow strat, then okay, yeah, they're not the same, whatever. But if you're doing a strat that's really fast-paced and you're killing so many hordes per second that you can barely even stabilize, I wonder like if it's the equivalent of Bo1 or if it's not. So I'm just going to be doing that here soon. So expect some more rounds. And yes, I will be going into insta-kill rounds for Bo1. And when I do go into insta-kill rounds for Bo1, I'm not going to be doing it immediately because I want to get round 100 on every other map in Bo1. So once I get round 100 on every map in Bo1, and then I'll be going back to Bo3, just to see if it's easier or harder. Now, I will be going back into Bo3 as I said, for Kino, and for something else that's going to be a maybe in tomorrow's video. My points here is just that, as I said, I want to go into BO1, BO2, BO3. I want to see, but which COD's the hardest. And again, I'm going to be excluding Gobblegums because I'm just super curious. Like, as I said, I know I probably repeated myself to a millennial, and some people are getting really annoyed about that, but I'm just really curious overall to which COD is the hardest. And yeah, so just expect a lot of BO1 and BO2 here soon, and some BO3 because I will have some plans for that. Not really Cold War except for the multiplayer, but if there is a new map, I will be grinding that. You know, I will be even making a guide for that, and I do want to try to get around 100 on that. But as it stands right now, I'm just curious. I'm just super curious when it comes down to it. So yeah, just expect a lot of BO1, BO2, and BO3 here soon. Not BO3. I'm going to be excluding that because I want to focus on BO1 and BO2 because I want to get more around 100s on that game because I'm just so curious, like, which COD's the hardest out of all of them. And yeah, that's really it. So I will see you guys in the next one, and as usual, have yourselves a damn good one, and peace out and later.